Hey, Mama Cat, how are you, friend? Oh, I forgot to mute myself. There we go. Hi, Mama Cat. Good to see you. So, what's on the agenda today, my friend? Oh, The Voice. Yeah, I remember The Voice. The Voice is where they have five chairs that turn around to see somebody, right? My first experience with The Voice that I loved, and probably it was probably loved by me the most, is because it was my first one where the second up winner was a girl named Michelle. Again, don't know how to explain more detail than that, but it was like season one or two or three. Oh, it was really special. So yeah, it's a really unique TV show when uh, they try to prove that people who sound good is the only criteria that it should be, regardless of what people look like. Because we definitely live in a material world where too many people um, go based off of look as well as sound at the same time. Really? Yeah, I'm not a blues type of lit fan. Excuse me for a second. I had a chest pain that happened just now. Yeah, she blues is not my favorite, but if there was talent there, that's awesome. It's really cool. There was one I was really impressed with. I guess Society when um, she could sing the phone book. Yeah, I could imagine. Some people are that good. Uh, America's Got Talent. There was a really amazing. I think it was Howie Mandel gave him the golden buzzer, and all he did was read a poem, life, like a poem based off of life, I think, and he actually won the whole thing. So that gave me props to believe that the world um, is good in the sense that even someone like that can win. That it doesn't have to be a big production, doesn't have to be magic shows, which happens to win a lot. So yeah, I get that. You seen that? Yeah, it was pretty special. I mean, I didn't religiously watch that whole season because I don't own a TV anymore. But I haven't owned a TV in quite a few years, but I did see it in my Facebook Live feeds that I watch. So that was really special and really neat. I agree. You watch TV through the computer. See, I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I do have a job, but it just barely pays my bills right now. I don't have extra with it yet. I'm still growing. So I don't have the funds to pay the extra to watch things that, TV happens to have to be, you have to pay for certain TV channels. So I don't ever watch anything because most TV channels you have to watch. Or you have to pay for it. I don't know where my brain is today. I am on Twitter, sort of. I don't follow it because I don't understand it. I don't get how things work. I don't understand the following. I don't understand how. I guess if you we retweet, people see it from your Twitter account. I don't understand Twitter. That's all I know. I did join it, but I haven't logged in over a month now. You could probably tell me, but Mama Cat, to be honest with you, I don't learn very well with texts back and forth. I learn audibly, so that cuts out a lot of people because nobody trusts anyone anymore. So there's that. Plus, I'm a guy, so that's against me, right? Most women pass each other. How do I say this? Most women pass to other women their phone numbers, right? Just because it's a safe thing, supposedly. So, oh, Mama Cat, if you really want to do that, you're more than welcome. Let me pass you my email. I most likely won't check Twitter anytime soon. Let me try to pull up my email. And then I might surprise you someday. Let me pull up the email that has my YouTube email. Hold on. Okay. I think that's my email. Half of Texas has your phone number. Well, there you go. Right? I love that. That's funny. I have to clear all these junk mail that I suddenly get all the damn time. Oh, you have businesses? So yeah, I have a businesses too. You know what the sad thing about my business is? I can solve so many people's problems with her physical health, and or at least I can get, let me say it this way, because you can't give claims like that, but I can potentially change somebody's life through certain illnesses that people have, right? But what's ironic about this place is I don't dare show people my real life, right? I'm like, man, I could solve your arthritis right here, right now. Oh, I could solve your gout right here, right now. I can tell you right here, right now, that you can get rid of diabetes 1 right here, right now. And just showing you what I have and the evidence behind it. But I think that's the ironic behind that is just I don't dare show anyone my real life, especially on YouTube. It's pretty damn scary. Yeah, it really is really neat, Only Cat. But you can't do it. No, you're right. It is sad. And thanks to falling into the drama community, I can't trust even if I tried to go into a different community, gaming community, another social community. None of that would make sense. So I guess in a way, I'm glad that I fell into a toxic environment, because it showed me really quick that you can't trust nobody. Absolutely not. Sadly, right? I want to trust people. I shared with you in a funny way that I'm a guy wanting to make friends on the internet, but I'd be pegged as a guy who just wants to have females or female numbers or this or that. So I'm stuck in a rock and a hard place there. And it's like, so that's why I made a joke. I said, it's easy. It would be easier if I were a female. And because females pass each other's phone numbers. And you know what's this funny thing there is that can turn toxic very quickly too. So anyway, I'm just giggling. Anyway, let's see. What did you say here? You don't have enough sense to be afraid. Well, I mean, I think you have a sensible head on your shoulders, right? You know what's right. You know what's wrong. You've known me, or maybe you've watched me on the YouTubes long enough where you're like, okay, I'll try to give you my phone number. And hell, I'll even give you a tip. Don't give me your straight phone number. Go to Google phone number. Log in, it's free, and it will generate a phone number for you. And you can pick any, and you can pick any area code you want. So that way, even if they did try, if somebody did try to harass you, you could just, change the Google number again. The only downfall to that is that everybody would have to be notified that you did that with. But again, you would only do that with people that you don't 100% trust. So the YouTube people. So I would say, well, if somebody tried to email you and said, well, I tried to call you and it said your number changed, you'd be like, yeah, well, I had to do it. So here's my new Google number. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad. You know what I do? I am very happy that I have Stellar's phone number. I could call him if I want to, but I don't have really anything to say to another man. So I rarely do call him. Well, I've only called him once, and that was to get a religious conversation question that I had about, because he's a very religious man, and I wanted to hear his viewpoint on something. religiously. Now, his viewpoints are way different than mine. I still feel religiously different than he does. In some ways more than others, but he's really a good man. And he always tells me, well, if you don't like going live because you feel like you don't have anything to say, which I usually don't, he says, let me know and I'll come on with you and we'll, chit chat together. Well, then I'm like, well, what would we talk about? So my mind is my worst enemy. That's for damn sure. My dog keeps farting. Oh, smells bad. That's true. It's good to have a crazy neighbor in that case, isn't it? Because if they have to go by your crazy neighbor to get to you, and he doesn't like people on his property anyway, that's a very good point, Mama Cat. I like that a lot. We have another guest in the house. No one's actually typing but you, Mama. But if you're able and you want to say hello, I'm a nice guy. Unless you're blocked, say hello, say hi. He watches you. Does he watch on your behalf, or does he watch because he's leery of you? That's my question. Oh, okay. That's awesome. I'm glad that he watches on your behalf then. That's really amazing. I like that. You have 140 pound dog ready to eat. Someone comes through the door. That's awesome. Do you have a sick command, like go get him command? Or do you have to put him on a leash before people come in, say hello? I'm always curious about that. My little pipsqueak, you've already seen him. He ain't. People just laugh when he barks. I'm watching a TikTok video on the side. Sorry. Oh, okay. So you do have a command for the dog to go after the person. That's good. That's awesome. That's awesome. So glad to hear that, Mama Cat. That's very cool. Yeah, TikTok is really funny. Although I should probably pay attention to you since you're here. I'm just trying to add more time to my watchtowers. I'm probably, yeah. I'm only going to be live for how long? Let's see. another, probably 35 minutes. Well, it's 27 minutes in now, so probably at the 45 mark. And you have a puppy that I think is going to outgrow him. So yeah, let someone roll up and yeah, right. Don't want to do that. That's for sure. Well, I can tell you I'm very safe. I'm a bore, but if I can get a good conversation back and forth, I'm pretty good with conversation. I'm just not very good with one-sided conversation unless there's a lot of topic. I think I do pretty good because you and I are having a decent conversation. You're actually typing things and I'm responding to them. So I guess that's pretty decent. Just 3 months and he's going to be bigger than your dog. Wow. 45 pounds at 3 months. Whew. Wouldn't be able to handle that dog. Well, thank you. I appreciate you think I'm doing really good. Wow. Yeah. Do you train dogs on yourself with a little bit of assistance, or how does that work, Mommy Cat? Yeah. No. If they're not you have to train them to go somewhere, like maybe in their crate or something. Yeah, I agree with that. Excuse me. We were in training for 8 months, and so with her, we're going through everything we trained him to do. But in a couple of months, we will start her training by a professional. Oh, okay. That's really good. I did try. I mean, I had Ollie. I don't know if you ever saw me with my previous dog that I tried to have for about 10 months, named Bruno. He was a Labrador Alaskan Hound mutt. Um, but I did about $400 worth of training to get him to do certain things. And he was a beautiful dog. He did wonderful. He was perfect in every way, except one thing that was really horrible. He must have been abused with somebody on a bicycle, two-wheeler, whether it was a bicycle or a motorcycle, I don't know. But he goes ballistic around other bicycles. And So I hired a trainer because that was part of the the place that the pound where I got him from. That was part of the agreement, was if I got him, would I be willing to put him through disobedience school? Well, since I found out he had a problem, ever since I saw him have a problem with bicycles, I decided to hire a trainer because I thought, okay, there's a lot of things I could use a trainer for to get some more help. So she did, I paid for 4 sessions with her and hour each. And there was a lot of things that she magically helped me fix, helped me train my dog Bruno with. And he did absolutely everything that was trainable, or that was taught from me to do with Bruno. And when she saw that he was freaking out about bicycles, she saw him actually turn on me once, or she saw him, the dog, turn on me a little bit because I did the correction like she wanted me to do, and the dog didn't like that. When I corrected him, he turned on me and wanted to go after me. Well, it was quickly depleted, and everything was fine. And so I kept working with him, but he just couldn't get it in his head that anytime he sees a bicycle, he still sees red and he still wants to go after them. Like, he doesn't just bark at them, he actually wants to pull me and actually go towards him, go towards the bicycle. Now, did I ever test if the dog was actually going to go after anyone? No. There was one case when part of the training was there was other bicycles who came to train with me, and he did nip at the gentleman's leg while he was riding by. But I was like, okay, well, maybe I can fix that. Anyway, long story short, weeks later, I did the correction when I saw him freak out in a parking lot at my local grocery store, and there was about 3 or 4 bicycles roaming around, kids just doing kids things, you can't blame them. And one day he decided to yank, or I yanked him because that was what I was taught, a gentle yank to get his attention. It was 50. The cheapest person was her, and she wanted $50 an hour. Anyone else I tried to get was $100+ an hour. So yes, training is definitely expensive. Anyway, so I yanked at him, and because there was 4 or 5 bicycles that he's never been around, and I corrected him, he decided to turn his attention on me and started to attack me, like going after me, putting his whole body on my chest in my wheelchair, and he wrapped his mouth around my chain. Actually, he tried to wrap his mouth around the chain or around the leash when I tried to yank him because he wanted to get free of it, and he knew that leash was holding him. So he tried to do that, and I would yank higher, and then he would try to come after me and bite, but he never drew blood. But I knew at that moment that even after all the training that I tried to do with him, that I wasn't equipped to work with a dog that I didn't know how to fix that kind of a serious problem with. So part of the agreement was I would return him to the shelter. I would not have if the shelter was a kill shelter, but it's not. And he did not bite me. He bit me, but he didn't draw blood. So he didn't know what human blood tastes like, at least from me. So when I returned him, because that was the part of the agreement, was if you can't handle him, we want you to return him. That was in the contract. I couldn't give him to somebody else. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So I gave him back, and about 3 days later, this little guy shows up, or I mean, doesn't show up. Someone knocked on my door, or someone called me. Where's my brain today? Someone called me and said, "Hey, I know that you had to give up your dog." And I heard somebody who has a dog who's just a little bit over a year old. He's potty trained, or he's house trained. He has a chip in his body. He just got checked for his yearly checkup. Do you want to have a trial with him? I said, yes. So I'm in the middle of a trial with Mr. Ollie here. So that's my story about Mr. Bruno and where he went, and hopefully he's living the best life he can. Like I said, he's a perfect dog. He's lovable. He just loves. He's very loyal to a fault, except for the bike issue. So yeah, that's it. For sure, yeah. Yeah, it could have been a dangerous situation, since I didn't know how to correct him in a way that would have made him know that I'm the dominant one. Dominant one in the house. So anyway, that's why I had to give him up. And I hope, and I'm not going to call because I don't want that stress on my mind. I don't want to know if he made it through the system, if he's actually found a new home. I don't want to know that, probably, just because it's just not a fun thing to want to wonder about. So it took me a little bit to get him out of my mind and to concentrate on Ollie here. Now, the problem with Ollie is every time he misbehaves, I yell at him by calling him Bruno on accident. So I have to really fix that in my own brain. I'm like, no, his name is not Bruno. Ollie, get over here. So, and my little guy, he is a Corgi Dachshund Chihuahua mix. And even they can be trained a little bit. So I'm excited when I need to get into the house. I actually got him to sit while the door is open, and he stays sat while I go through the door, turn around, and then I call him to the second door and let him into the apartment complex. So he's trainable, and I love that. He's a little over a year and a half. He has chewed through a lot of things in my house. In fact, I'm getting rid of a spare mattress that I was going to hope to use for my brother when he comes over to visit with me. But ever since I turned my second bedroom, which you're seeing now, into an office, I decided my brother's just going to have to stay somewhere else. And then I'm going to have a friend of mine take the mattress away, because otherwise he keeps trying to chew all the stuffing out of the mattress. That I can't get to, obviously, because I'm I'm wheelchair bound, and the mattress is tucked away in a corner that I can't get to. So anyway, Samantha, sorry, it took me a little bit to say hello to you. Let's see. Sorry to hear that you had to go through that. Thank you for listening, Samantha. Yeah, it was really a sad situation, but Bruno hopefully is in a better place. I'm not going to ask them if he made one. I'm just going to hope that he's in a better place. And if he can't get his mind away from being angry at bicycles, maybe he can find a home that lives out in the country where bicycles rarely roam. So I'm hoping that's the case. That I have a new pup. You're looking great. Lost him maybe a little bit. I mean, I still have a lot of food weight in my belly, but ever since I'm following my doctor's advice on being gluten-free, that's really it's really helped me try to live a better life through the business that I own. Yeah, it's really amazing. And the vitamins that come in my own business. The doctor that I follow, he's not my doctor, but the doctor I follow is a part of this program. and he is very big on what's called the 90 essential vitamins. And what he says is you have to have our bodies need 90 essential vitamins on a daily basis for the rest of our lives, and eat gluten-free food for the rest of our lives. And it is a prevent-all for so many things that people consider diseases out there. And I was just telling Mama Cat that sadly, I can't tell anyone in this YouTube world, because giving that information out there would reveal who I am in real life, and that would be really dangerous for my sake, potentially. So I was just telling her I would watch somebody struggle with all sorts of diseases that they say they have, and I have no doubt that they believe they have it because the doctor says they have it. But my doctor is like, get them in front of me, get them to hear what I have to say. If they even try what you're presenting to them, you could change their life. So I was telling Mama Cat that it's very sad that I can't do that, because people will know who I really am in real life, and it's just not a very fun thing to do. Anyway, I'm long-winded there, so let me catch up. Do you give him a lot of stuffed animals for your pup? I do. I have he like dogs that apparently like crackly things. Someone suggested that I give him an empty water bottle. Well, this one's full right now, but give him an empty water bottle and get him to hear that it crackles, so he can actually chew it and hear that crackling sound. Well, there's a stuffed animal that does the same thing. So he has fun with that once in a while. I have to remember to play with him for a little bit, because puppies will sleep literally all day, every day. And I really want to try to get him some exercise. I'm trying to train him right now to go into the dog park and just run around and have fun. And then when he's done, he can come back. Problem is, right now, he doesn't know to come to me yet. So I have a friend of mine who also owns a dog, and she said, well, when I go out once in a blue moon, if you are ready, you want to go with me, just in case he doesn't come to me, I will go get the dog and you can take him home after a while. So that's a really big blessing. So that's what I've done. Anyway, that's a long story short with the Creakly toys. So people say I need to catch up on part of being a good moderator or a good creator is to catch up on chat. So sorry. She bit me a few times where I was miserable. She's 138 pounds, so I can't walk her anymore. But I train her to ring the doorbell when she needs to potty. Oh my gosh. What? Okay, wait a minute. I can't walk her any longer, but you trained her to ring the doorbell when she needs to go potty. So does she ring the doorbell when she accidentally goes to the bathroom and you don't know it also? Is that what you're saying? Samantha, you are awesome. If you're referring to us being friends based off of what I said, and you're curious at all about what I was talking about, let me try to find my email. Well, I'll just rewrite it. Give me your email, and we can converse back and forth. Because I do trust that we are friends, right? So let me try to find my email again, and I will post it. Oh, in caps. Okay, so there's my email, Samantha, if that's what you were referring to. If not, then I apologize and just ignore what I just wrote. All right. Hi there, Mama Cat, Samantha B. Yep, saying hi to Mama Cat. That's awesome. back to one of you. So maybe Samantha left, or maybe even Mama Cat left. I don't know. We'll see. Let me catch up. Yes, the water bottle helps too. That's awesome. Yes, I agree. Gluten-free is awesome. Yes, I don't blame you for not giving any personal information out. Yeah, I don't either. Mama Cat or Samantha may have had to leave because I don't keep up on chat. Yes, Mama Cat, the water bottle is awesome. Me too, girly. It helps. Okay. I posted it. Oh, okay. So you posted it right after she mentioned that. So maybe she did catch it, Mama Cat. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm still here. Oh, okay, Samantha. YouTube messaged with you. It said one viewer, but I'm glad that you're still here. In fact, let me hire myself so that way you guys can see more than just my head. This fancy wheelchair that I have, very, very, very expensive, but as you can see, I can raise and lower myself. So I'm going to raise myself real quick. And that way we can do that. Okay, let me read what you said now that I know that you never left. At least I think you said, oh, so maybe you're the only one in here, Samantha. All right, she never has accidents, thank God. She rings the doorbell when she needs to go. I love that. That is so epic. To potty or just wants to relax. I trained our golden retriever to ring the doorbell as well. Samantha, if you email me, maybe you can give me some tips and trips how to get Ollie to bark at me if he has to go to the bathroom. Right now, he's on a schedule that I haven't missed. He goes out 4 times a day, 6 in the morning, 12 noon, 4 p.m., and then bedtime. So it would be fun to have some ideas from you, how I can get him to associate barking with bathroom time. Now that would be difficult in my brain, but I don't know. Maybe you would have a trick. So that's awesome. I love that doorbell idea. That's great. I'm still here typing novels. Sorry. Just no, Samantha, don't ever be sorry. Sometimes someone once told me that I'm not a very good creator because I explain a lot on every single, comment, and I just need to whiz through them all. And well, yes and no on that. I agree that I can go faster. Let's see. That's good. You have that, Mr. Positive. Mama Cat, you're still here? Yeah. So, Yahoo's just messing with me, which is fine. Yeah, on the YouTube size, it does say 2, and on the StreamYard size, it says 1. So I appreciate you girls hanging in there with me, having some fun. Samantha, I'm about to get out of here anyway. I kind of told Mama Cat that I'm probably going to shut off about an hour, so that way if anyone does want to re-listen and listen to my rant with conversations with you girls, I would be honored, right? The more people that watch this, even to watch it in the background, is what I'm hoping for, because I need a lot of watched hour times. I need a lot of subs too. I'm at 633, and I need 1,000 subscribers. So anyway, let me read what you said real quick. I got your email. I have to go. Have to get my daughter to see him. See a new. Okay, so have a good day, Samantha. Now that I have your email, I will give you some tips. All right, cool, Samantha. My puppy hates to eat alone, so she wants to come in with my little dogs to eat tonight. She decided she needed to sit in my lap on the bed and eat her food. Yeah, I take a lot of naps during the day, way longer than I need to, and that's the only time I don't lock up Ollie. I lock him up at night, just not during the day, even when I sleep. And he just jumps up and sits right next to my back and decides to sleep with me. So I think that's really cool. She doesn't know she isn't little. Oh, that's awesome, Mama Cat. Some little dogs are like, get out of the way, big dog. This is my territory too. So that's really cute. I like that. Hope you both have a good evening. Nice chatting with you. Oh my gosh, Samantha, if you're still here, which you are, I'll just quickly say I am determined to only do lives that are drama free. Absolutely. No drama. I mean, that's just how it's going to be. And if I only get 2 wonderful people like you in here, so be it. I don't care. I'm not going to even bring up, did you hear about this? Did you hear about that? No, this channel is going to be drama free. I do know that I'm going to do a reading tomorrow. I'm actually scheduling it probably around 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And I'm going to actually read a chapter out of a book, Do Animals Go to Heaven? So I'm going to read that. And then if anyone's still sticking around after they see that, then I'm excited to be a part of that. But anyway, thank you very much, Mama Cat. You put your videos on playlist because some people will just put them on at night to let them play through. You're right. I definitely have a lot of religious content videos that should be separated from the drama ones, like I did used to with Yaba. So I agree with you. I need to make sure that all my religious ones actually have a playlist on them. So I agree with you. I'm going to be working on that for sure. So thank you very much for that tip. Very much, Mama Cat. I see you're still here, Mama Samantha. I just wanted to make sure I had that last little bit with you. So I'm excited to get to know you. Samantha, if you are interested in anything I said about my business, let me know and I'll shoot you the doctor's name and you can see what he's all about. His famous book is Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Sold millions of copies. He's an amazing doctor. Anyway, so yeah, dead doctors don't lie, and that's very true. Drama free zone, I agree, and that's what's going to happen. So, Mama Cat, I don't know if you know time zones. Well, obviously you probably do. If not, you can Google it. I have to Google it every single time. I don't know why my brain doesn't work. I know that if somebody says 10 a.m. Eastern, why I can't remember in my brain that's 2 hours later than my own, I don't know. So I always have to say, Google, what time is it Mountain Time if it is this time Eastern Time? Anyway, so there you have it, Mama Cat. I'm excited. I'm probably going to do it around 2. I think I'll be home from the doctor's appointment by then. And I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to read it. And if any of my mods don't show up and you happen to if you happen to be the first person that says hello, I will probably make you an honorary mod just in case there's crap in the room. However, I think that some of my mods might show. I don't know. They didn't tonight. So anyway, it is what it is. Have a good night. Thank you very much, Mama Cat. I'm going to stop rambling now. And yes, I will be here tomorrow for the reading. Peace out. Everyone who just joined, I guess we had 5 people. It fluctuates from 5 to 3. Thank you very much for being here. Even if you couldn't be here, or even if you can't chat because I blocked you, maybe this is a good point for you to realize that I am going to do a drama-free channel. Absolutely. I don't need the views to create a facade. I would rather have 10 people see this video, see these lives, than to have drama in my life. Ever since I joined a channel called Chasing Truth, it was a game changer for me. She does 5% drama. That's it, if that. So she taught me, why am I doing drama on Saturday when at the end of the drama, you feel sick to your stomach anyway? Is it to prove a point? Is it to draw a crowd? Is it to get views? Is it worth it for your health? And I came to the conclusion, based off of Chasing Truth, it's truth. It is what it is. that I can also be drama free, and I'm going to do that. So long-winded. Thank you, everyone of you that can't type in here, and those of you who can. Have a beautiful, wonderful night. Y'all have a beautiful night. Thank you again, Mama Cat, and Samantha B for being here. Bye, y'all.